Let's rank some kills, shall we? Thorfinn's killed a lot of people throughout the series. You know what? Let's count just how many he's killed so far to get a clearer picture. But most of those kills though didn't have too much significance behind it, so in this video, we'll take a look at Thorfinn's 5 most meaningful kills. I think Thorfinn's reason for killing a whole lot of these people aside from surviving is just to flex on Askeladd, trying to send the message that he has been growing steadily, and soon enough he will be strong enough to finish him off one of these days. But of course the first time always carries the most weight. Just like losing your virginity. Thorfinn killing the soldier who was about to strike Askeladd from behind almost seems to tell him that Thorfinn didn't do it for the sake of protecting Askeladd, but that Askeladd's life was for Thorfinn's to take. Thorfinn would do anything to preserve Askeladd's well-being, in order for Thorfinn to snuff the life out of Askeladd himself, just like a younger sibling. Only you are allowed to bully him or her. Not only that, it also sends off the message that Thorfinn had every chance to kill Askeladd unbeknownst to him. But Thorfinn wouldn't do so because he still upholds the honor of a warrior that Thorfinn's father, Thors, had taught him. The very same man Askeladd had shot down without regards to honor at all. Oh shit, no, don't remind me of that, please. Of course, what better way to make the message much clearer than a stare down? Thorfinn telling Askeladd that he does not fear him at all. Yeah, flex on him, kid. Okay, you might be thinking right now, how the hell could you put killing animals above murdering a man? You PTA or something? No, I'm not. It's just that this kill or kills were the moments where Thorfinn learned that a person doesn't need a bigger weapon to kill something or someone. Efficiency is key, not size nor weight. These were his first steps into becoming the murderer that he currently is. And those are what make these kills much more meaningful than his flex on Askeladd earlier. Realizing that he struggled to use a sword much bigger and heavier than him, and that a dagger was much more fitting, he began his path to mastering it. Striking as quickly as his untrained body could, hoping that one day these strikes would land on his intended target, even utilizing the ease of using the dagger as a deadly projectile, something which Thorfinn would have had a much harder time executing if using a sword, dreaming of the day when he could put a hole in Askeladd, the same way he did to his father, Thors. No. In a way, the wolf and the rabbit are to blame for Thorfinn's quick development into an efficient killer. Just imagine, if he didn't consider using a dagger and instead stuck with a sword, he'd have to wait to grow bigger and stronger, before he could even train with one. So yeah, guys, blame these two. Yeah, I think I was also that loud when I did it the first time. But seriously, I don't think anyone would disagree with me when I say that this scene was very memorable. Though the soldier was just some random side character, it was thanks to his incompetence that Thorfinn has now experienced his very first time taking a man's life. Dude, a kid, an untrained child killed you off. If that isn't incompetence, then what is? By now, while tagging along Askeladd and his crew, he's already witnessed the harsh brutality of the Vikings, whose best trade was to kill other people in order to make a living. But this scene just proves that doing is a whole lot different than just seeing. Feeling the sensation of someone's flesh getting punctured by the dagger Thorfinn is holding in his very hands, blood gushing off, the soldier's life draining away, and all the while Thorfinn being in this mixed state of relief and regret. Relief for he could live another day, and yet regret for taking a man's life and the possible future said man could have had, because Thorfinn had no choice but to do so. Finding it very difficult to swallow, he could only release it the best way he could under the situation given to him. He screamed as loud as he could. Though I can imagine that killing a man for the very first time does hold such a burden on one's heart, I think effortlessly doing so in front of a person who cares for you places a heavier load. For a while now, Thorfinn has been surrounded by men who couldn't care less if he would get killed off on the side. One less stomach to fill.
さてと、おいとまするか。トルフィンがまだだぜ。あら、本当。 ま、どうせ死んでる死んでる。分け前増えてよかったじゃん。
But for the first time in a very long time, he actually chanced upon an elderly mother who is genuinely concerned about him. And I think he understood that. Why else would he have warned them, trying his best to tell them to run away without him? Because as good of a prospect it was to go along with them to live a new life, he was bound to his vendetta. He swore to himself and on his father's standing lifeless body that he would avenge him. That's why you could just tell from Thorfinn's expression that revealing his true self in front of the last person who has shown kindness towards him was not easy at all. Bet you didn't see that one coming, did ya? But before we talk about his last kill, let's see some honorable mentions. Honorable mentions due to the fact that he didn't kill anybody here literally, but metaphorically, Thorfinn did. So here you go. More than his transformation into being a killer, it would not be complete without a merciless heart. And the only way to have one was to do away with what was holding him back. The naive boy inside of him who dreamed of adventures, seafaring, and holds a genuine concern for other people. Thorfinn was now living among men who would kill without a second thought, even if it's for the sake of simply having a meal to get them past the day. Men whose savagery was almost akin to beasts. Men who treated Thorfinn's rage and his promise of vengeance as a joke. This was Thorfinn finally committing himself to a path his father tried his best to stave him off. There was no turning back. It was in this moment that the warm, loving boy we knew as Thorfinn was killed off, and replacing him was a cold-hearted killer who only carries with him the same name. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. Hit dislike if you didn't. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one, and let me know what your favorite kills are so far in the series. Just comment down below. Until next time.